Hello everyone, welcome to yoga session number 2. I do hope you enjoy it. It is good for us all to work at trying to keep ourselves supple, but also working a little bit more deeply with our breath, which ultimately helps our mind. So as we begin, just make sure that you're comfortably seated on your mat. You want to have a nice long spine, nice long neck, your body nice and open, but relaxed, and just have your hands on your knees, lightly close your eyes. So be aware of your surroundings. Then take your awareness to your body. Then begin to connect to your breath, not changing your breath at the moment, just noticing your breath. The gentle movement of your body as you breathe normally. Then begin to deepen your breathing. Feeling the change in your body as your breath deepens, your abdomen rising on the in-breath and contracting on the out-breath. And today we'll lengthen the out-breath. So as you inhale, inhale for a mental count of 3, but exhale for a mental count of 6. Just releasing as much of the stale air as you can before you inhale again. So inhaling for 3, exhaling for 6. Keeping your awareness on your breath. If your mind drifts away, just bring it back to your breathing. Then after you've completed your next exhalation, just breathe normally. And then open your eyes. And stretch out your legs to begin with, and then come onto your knees, and we'll begin with some mini sun salutes. So just following me, sit back in your heels. As you inhale, opening out. As you exhale, come over onto all fours. Then tilt the pelvis, drop the abdomen, bring the head up. And then as you draw your tummy back up, sit back in your heels and stretch it. So inhale up and open. Exhale, coming over onto all fours. Tilt the pelvis, drop the abdomen, bring the head up. Then draw your tummy up, your spine, sit back on your heels and stretch it. Again, inhale up and open. Exhale, coming over onto all fours. Tilt your pelvis, drop your abdomen, bring your head up. Then as you draw your tummy up your spine, sit back on your heels and stretch it. And last time, inhale up and open. Exhale, coming over onto all fours. Tilt the pelvis, drop the abdomen, bring the head up. Draw your tummy up your spine as you sit back on your heels and stretch it. From there, make your way up onto your feet. And we'll come into Uttanasana, forward bend. So coming into your standing position, legs hip width apart. Lift your toes, spread your toes. Really feel as though you're rooting down into the floor, drawing up in your knees and thighs, subtly drawing up from your pelvic floor and engaging your abdominal muscles. So with a nice lightness in your upper body. So coming over to where it's appropriate for you, from your standing position, hands onto your hips, inhale up, exhale, come over, body parallel to the floor if that's enough. Slide your hands down your legs, resting thighs, calves, ankles, or hands coming onto the floor, releasing yourself down. It's okay to have soft knees if you're very tight in the hamstrings and hips. Just working with what's right for your body, allowing the spine to lengthen, the neck to be nice and long, head just hanging heavy. To come out, bend your knees and lift up and release. Take your legs wide. So your toes are facing forward, legs wide. Take your right arm up, lengthen up through that side, exhale over. So feel that opening up through the side of your body. Coming back over. Inhale up, exhale over to the other side. Really feel that lovely stretch up through your side. And coming back over. Take your right arm up. Gain that lift up through the side. Take the other arm up. Lifting up to both sides. Exhale down. Inhale up again, exhale, coming over. Slide your hand a little bit further down if you can. Coming up and over. Inhale up, exhale over. Lovely stretch up through your side. Coming back. Take your right arm up. Take your left arm up. Take a hold. Feel that lift up through both sides. Almost feel as though the stretch is coming up internally from your pelvic floor. Then just gently stretch to the side. And then back up. Stretch to the other side. And back up. And then down. And stretching out your legs, turn your toes out. So just stretching from side to side, just to work a little bit more deeply into the legs. Stretching from side to side. Back to the center, down, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up. And then from there, come to standing. We'll come from there into a side stretch. So taking your right foot forward, not too wide with your legs, bringing yourself round. So as best you can, you're coming over your forward leg. It's okay to bend this leg here if you need to. If you're very tight hamstrings, hips, lower back, you may feel that need to bend that knee. So drawing yourself round. Again, coming over to where it's appropriate for you. Inhale up, exhale, come over. Body parallel to the floor. Slide your hands down your leg, resting where it's appropriate. You may be able to bring your hands onto the floor either side of your forward foot, releasing down over that forward foot. To come out, lift up, and take it to the other side. So again, just having the stance that's appropriate for you. Bringing yourself round so you're coming over your forward leg. Inhale up, exhale, come over, body parallel to the floor. Slide your hands down your leg, resting where it's right for you. You may be able to bring your hands onto the floor, releasing yourself down. Spine nice and long. Make sure your shoulders and your neck are nice and relaxed. Be with your breath. To come out, lift up, and from there, come to standing. We'll come from there into Trikonasana. So take your legs leg length apart. So your toes are facing the end of your mat. The heel of your front foot's in line with the arch of your back foot. Your hips are facing forward. And take your arms out to shoulder level. Nice soft shoulders. So inhaling. And as you exhale, extend as far as you can over your leg. Bring your hand to rest. Not leaning, but resting. Draw your top shoulder back. Opening up. Take your arm up. Really feel that lovely T-shape across the chest. Be with your breath. To come out, lift up, bring your arms down, take it to the other side. Hips facing forward, arms out to shoulder level. Nice soft shoulders. Inhaling, and as you exhale, extend as far as you can. Bring your hand to rest on your leg. Draw your top shoulder back, take your arm up. So feel that lovely T-shape again across the body. Breath coming up into the upper part of your lung. And to come out, lift up, and from there, come to standing. We'll come from there into a flank stretch, Parsvakonasana, and we've got various options you can take here. So taking your legs as wide as you can comfortably take them. Same alignment as Trikonasana, but wider. Bending this forward knee. You want to be nice and open here. You don't want the knee rolling in. Nice and open. Both feet firmly planted on the floor. Then bring your elbow onto your knee. Hand into your abdomen. Take your arm up from there. Got that lovely stretch up to the outside of your body. If you want to take that further, you can take your hand down onto the floor. If you want to take that further, rotate your shoulder and send your arm out towards the end of your mat. So that lovely stretch from the outside of your back foot right through to the tips of your fingers. Be with your breath. To come out, bring that top arm back over, push up, and take it to the other side. So again, taking this position to where it's appropriate for you, bending your forward knee, be as open here as you can be. Bring your elbow onto your knee, hand into your abdomen. Take your arm up from there, be happy with that if that's enough. Or slide your hand down onto the floor. If you want to deepen that, rotate your shoulder and send your arm out towards the end of your mat. To come out, lift back up, and then from there, come to standing. Just centering yourself for a moment. Bring your feet together if you can. Really be aware of your body, engaging your leg muscles, nice strong core, and lightness in your upper body. Take your arms out over your head and lift up. Either just have a downward gaze or close your eyes lightly. And down. And then from there, coming into a wide leg forward bend. So take your legs again as wide as you comfortably can. Toes facing forward. Bring your hands onto your hips. Inhale up, exhale, come over, body parallel to the floor. Slide your hands down your leg, resting where it's right for you. You may be able to take a hold round your big toes. Look up as you inhale, as you exhale, fold over, coming into your full forward bend. If you've got a hold round your toes, push your elbows out to the side. To come out, bend your knees, bring your hands into the centre, push up, and then come back to standing. We'll come down onto the floor for downward dog. So coming down onto your knees, sit back on your heels, stretch out your arms, spreading your fingers, really rooting down through the hands. Turn over your toes and lifting up. Come right up onto the balls of your feet. Try and ease your heels down towards the floor. So your bottom's pushed up and back, tummy comes up to spine. Just looking through between your legs. Be with your breath. Lowering yourself down into upward dog, so coming down. Either with your toes turned over and your legs over the floor, or soften your knees, soften your feet. The important thing is to get this lovely stretch up through the front of the body. Feel the chest nice and open. Feel the strength through the hands, the arms, the shoulders. Be with your breath. Then pushing back up into downward dog. Making your adjustments. Then come down onto your knees and come into pose of a child. From there, just for a moment or two, come into Makanasana, crocodile pose, so coming onto your front, bringing one hand on top of the other or one fist on top of the other, and just bring your forehead onto your hands and just allow the body to relax a moment or two. And then make your way up onto your knees. And we'll come into Uttanasana, camel pose. So again, there's various options. We'll all do the first option. So you're coming right up. It's a really good stretch for these big muscles in the thighs and here. Bring your hands onto your back, not your thumbs. You want the fingers to support your back. The legs are about hip width apart. So inhale up and exhale, leaning back. And then you can keep your head up or drop the head back. Chest open. Feel that back bend, that stretch up through the front of the body. Then lift back up. So you can either do that one again, or the next option is to turn over your toes, take a hold, and then push up, and again, dropping your head back or keeping the head up, whichever is appropriate for you. Then lifting back up. And if you want to take that further, flatten your feet, take a hold, coming right over, then push up. So feel that lovely stretch up through the front of the body, the chest open. Again, be with your breath. Then lift up and fold into pose of a child. Then lifting up. And from there, we'll come into locust pose. So coming down onto the floor on your front, chin on the floor, Arms down by your side. And you're trying to create length in your body rather than a huge arch here. So as you inhale, lifting up, pushing your arms away, pushing your legs away, keeping your chest lifted. Be with your breath. And down. And then just doing another variation. Clasp your hands behind your back, chin on the floor. As you inhale, lifting up, pushing away, chest lifted. Be with your breath. Then lower yourself down. Pushing up, coming into extended child pose. And then from there, we'll come into pigeon pose, which is a really good stretch into the hips. So taking your right leg forward, so your legs are in a line, and slide your back leg back. So you've got that straight line until your pelvic bone's coming to rest roughly on your heel. Hands coming alongside your knee, so you've got a really lovely open chest. Be happy to stay there if that's enough, or if you can, slide this leg in a little bit. A really good work into the hips. If you want to extend that a little further, stretch out a little. Then lifting back up. Gently ease that leg back in and bring the other leg forward. So again, legs in a line, sliding your back leg back until your pelvic bone comes to rest roughly on your heel. Hands coming either side of your knee. Be happy to stay there if that's enough. Or if you can, sliding this other leg in a little bit. If you're comfortable with that, you may want to stretch out further. Coming back up. Bringing that leg in. It really is a wonderful stretch into the hips, that position. So just to reverse that a little bit, come onto your back. Bring the soles of your feet together and just lie back for a moment. Then bring your knees onto your chest. Put your hands on your knees. Push your knees away and then draw them back into your chest. Pushing away, drawing them in. Pushing away, drawing them in. Then take your hands behind your thighs and roll up to sitting. And we'll do a forward bend and a twist. So Dandasana, first of all, it's just like the standing position. You're pushing your heels away, engaging your leg muscles, just making sure you're perched on your sit bones as best you can. Just pressing lightly into the floor to give you that nice long spine. You don't want the body to be leaning back. If anything, you're coming forward. It's okay to bend your knees here if you're really tight. The aim is to lengthen your spine. That's what we want to be doing. So inhaling up, exhale coming over. Just coming over to where it's appropriate. Hands on the floor, calf, ankle around your feet. Easing out. It is okay to have the knees bent. Keep the spine and the head nicely in line with the rest of the back. Be with your breath. To come out, lift up, exhale, release. And we'll just do a nice gentle twist. So bringing the right foot in so that the sole of your foot's coming into your upper thigh. Keep this leg strong. Again, you may feel the need to bend that knee slightly. That's perfectly okay. Remembering it's your practice and you're doing what's right for your body. Always being mindful of that as we go through. So keep the long legs strong. Turn yourself so you're coming over your bent knee. Bring your opposite hand onto that knee. Find the place to press into the floor. So you've got that important lift up at the base of your spine. And then look over your back shoulder. You can take your hand away from your knee, bring it round your back, take a hold with your elbow. So you've got that lovely open chest. Be with your breath. Then release round to the front. And change your legs round. So bringing the other leg in, so the sole of the foot's coming into your upper thigh. Keep this leg strong. Take your opposite hand to that knee. Find a place to press into the floor. You've got that lovely lift here. Then take your hand away, bring it round your back. Be with your breath, feel that lovely twist, that massage to your abdominals. Then release back down to the front. Release. Bend your knees, lift up and just fold over your legs. Then from there, come onto your back. And we'll come into bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. So legs are hip width apart and your toes are facing the end of your mat. You don't want your feet splayed out. Ensure your spine is nice and long, your head's in line with the rest of your back. And when you're ready, lifting up. If you've got hip issues, just keep the body in a straight line. If you can, push right up so you're coming onto your shoulders. You can nestle your shoulder blades a bit closer together, then clasp your hands and push away. Again, be with your breath. Strong position, but well supported. Then to come out, release your hands. Come down, pushing your back away very slowly, almost as though you're coming down one vertebra at a time. Then knees coming onto your chest and just rock gently to ease any tension you might feel in your lower back. Then take your legs so that the soles of your feet are facing the ceiling and take a hold of your calves, your ankles or the hands to the inside of your feet. Draw your legs down, almost as though you're trying to draw them down into your armpits. It's a good stretch into your hamstrings. Just feel as though you're lengthening your torso and just settling into the floor. Again, noticing your breath. Notice how your body feels. Release your hands. Roll up to sitting. And we'll come into Matyasana fish pose. So coming back onto your forearms. And we're really aiming to open the front of the body, create an arch in your back. So pushing up. Push your heels away. You can drop your head back. And for those who want to deepen that, you may want to bring the top of your head onto the floor and bring your hands into your heart center. To come out, release your neck gently, come back onto the floor, and then take your arms out along the floor beyond your head. So stretch out through the right side of your body, right arm, right leg. Stretch out through the left side, left arm, left leg. Stretch through both arms and stretch through both legs. And then have a final stretch through your whole body. Just feel the stretch coming from the fingertips right down through your body to the tips of your toes. And then make your way up to sitting. Well, I hope that you've enjoyed the practice. It does feel good to bring some energy into the body, help us feel better, even if it's only for a little while. Just seated nice and comfortably, just allowing the body to absorb the work you've done. Om Shanti, peace, peace. Thank you.